Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to give everybody a second to get on. This is Jennifer with Coffee and a Card. I am the owner of Creativity with Jennifer. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am here this morning to do a little crafting time with you prior to running out the door to go to work. It's always so much fun to get in my craft room first thing in the morning and have some crafting time with you. I'm going to give everybody just a few more seconds to jump on because there's always seems to be a delay in the go live versus me going into people's feeds in the mornings. I hope you enjoy my projects today as we are winding down celebration. We have 3 more days of celebration, so don't miss out. If you've got some of your favorite items in our celebration catalog that you just have not purchased yet, it is time because we have 3 more days. I don't know where in the world our last 2 months have been for you guys, but as a demonstrator, I have been able to play with the celebration items for 3 months. And so it is going to definitely be a change up at the end of this month because celebration will be gone. All right, so I've got my desktop up. If any comments come through, I will be able to see them. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. If you will click the like button, share button on this video, I would greatly appreciate it as it does help me in promoting into the algorithms of other feeds and which helps me grow. And I will appreciate each and every one of you for doing that. If you will click the like and share button, I would appreciate that. All right, grab your cup of coffee, tea, whatever it is that you like to drink first thing in the morning, and let's get to crafting. I have 3 projects, but they are very quick and easy projects. So we are using the Sale-A-Bration Bloom Impression designer paper. And then as far as stamp sets go, we are using the Day to Celebrate, which is a celebration stamp set. So I'm trying to get last plugs in for celebration. So for the next 3 days, I will be doing quick videos, some posts, advertising the last chance to grab celebration. Also, don't forget, I have my celebration event going on. So for the celebration period, which like I said, we have 3 days left. If you spend $165 between January and February, you will earn a spot in my celebration event that will be held on March the 22nd. And then if you have not placed an order yet and you want to be part of that, you still have opportunities to do so. Place a $165 order. You can book a party with me where you invite family and friends. I do all the work and get a order together that totals $150. Or you can purchase the starter kit for $99 and get free product. You will get $125 in free product plus a stamp set that Stampin' Up! Has included along with 2 bundles of our Stamp and Write markers, all for $99. And if you don't want the extra, then you can opt out of that and get $125 plus $30 more in free product. So if you're interested in any of those, please let me know. I would love to talk with you more in detail. I have a shop link in this video. If you have not placed an order yet, I would greatly appreciate it if you would. 2 reasons. One, I am so close to my February goal and I am excited about that. And then I would love crafting with everyone. So if you purchase, then I get to craft along with you. So All right, let's dive in. I'm going to move the camera down, and then I will show you our beautiful projects for today, and then we're going to just get started. Because like I said, I do have to go to my other job. Go ahead and flip the camera. Now you should be looking at my desktop. All right, so here are our quick and easy photos. This is card number 1. This one is card number 2. And then we are going to make this cute little bag that you can use as a gift. Put little trinkets in, whichever you would like to do. All right, so there are our 3 projects. Normally I don't do 3 projects, but because these are so quick and easy, I decided I would go ahead and do 3. All right, let's see if I have my little template that I can share. We have used this paper many, many times. I was going to see if I have my little cheat sheet really quick and handy. All right, I don't know where my Blooms cheat sheet is. Just that one. Let's see. Thought it was in my notebook, but it is not in the notebook. So I will try to hold up the designer paper so you can see the paper itself. Move the projects out of the way. This is part of the designer paper, so you've got this one, and they're double-sided, so there is that. And then you have this one, and then you have the green on the back side. You have this, and then you flip it over, and you have that one. You have the Daffodil Delight with the pumpkin pie in the background there. And then you have the peach pie on the back side. You have this one. And then this one. And I believe this one is the last sheet. So you have the pink on this side. And then you have the pink on this side. So one side's kind of got a design. The other is kind of subtle, where it is just kind of solid on the other side to give it that solid look or a floral look. Now, this paper is free. It is in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. You can get this when you place an order of when you place a $60 order or more, you have the opportunity to get that paper for free. Remember, we have our mini catalog going on, which is January through April. And then we have our celebration going on until February 28th. So don't miss out on celebration items because they are full of stuff. This here stamp set documenting the day makes wonderful scrapbook pages. I will be sampling that this week as well, sharing that with you. Today we're using the day to celebrate stamp set, and then we are using the Bloom Impression Designer Series paper that is on page 11. All right, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to talk with you in detail about any product questions that you have, anything about Stampin' Up. I would love to talk with you. All right, so let's get started with our projects. We're going to do this one first. I have got everything ready, so we are able to go directly into crafting. I have our Mellow Mambo. I have our basic white cardstock. I have a basic white cardstock cut out with our, excuse me, with the Countryside Corner dies. And I use this one here as the die to cut this out. And then we are using our Pretty in Pink ribbon. So we've got Pretty in Pink ribbon. And then for our die, our embellishments, I am using the 2024-2026 in color dots. And then, of course, I have my designer series paper. So the way this card works is you're only going to have a base, which is the Mellow Mumbo. And for those that are on my email list, I am going to be emailing all the measurements out this morning to you. So if you're not on my email list and you would like to get the measurements to these cards and to the bag, please click the link in this video to join my email, and I will make sure to get those out to you. So all measurements will be sent out via email. So make sure you're on the email list. All right, so I've already got my designer paper scored. So I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to run it across where my score lines are. And I've got it on each side of the cardstock, designer paper. And it's going to, well, that sure didn't line up correctly, did it? Woo! Let's try this again. Hit the wrong mark when I scored there. Okay. So now we're going to take our adhesive and we're going to run it on the back side of the designer paper. And I'm going to just do it in 3 different locations. And then it's going to go directly onto our card base here. Okay. And then we're going to open this up. We're going to take our our basic white cardstock, and we are going to put that in the center of the card so you can write your message. And this is kind of like a fun fold type card. And now we're going to take our Pretty in Pink ribbon, and we're going to just take this one flap, and we're going to tie a beautiful bow on here. Hopefully we're going to tie a beautiful bow. Let's see if this works out. I'm hoping. Alright, so I want to turn it this way just so my tails don't hang off of the card and it's actually on my card base. So we're going to take this and we're going to tie a bow. Now, bows are something that you just have to practice at. If you cannot do the bow, then do a knot because it does need something, whether it's a knot or whether it is a bow. All right, now we're going to take our snibs and we're going to trim this off. Good morning, Vicki. Hope you're doing well. All right. So there is that. Now we're going to take our Pretty in Pink ink pad. I'm going to open this up. And I decided to use out of the day to celebrate. I used the OMG and the Congrats stamp set. So we're going to take our label and we're going to stamp it into our Pretty in Pink. And we are going to put it straight on the card there. Hopefully it works. And then we're going to take our adhesive And you only want to put it on part of the label. You do not want to put it all the way across because your your card flap won't open if you do it all the way. So just put it halfway. And I don't even know if I would do it. Yeah, okay, make sure I didn't glue it down. All right. And now we're ready for our dimension, our embellishment, excuse me. So I'm going to take our pick tool and we're going to take one of the big pretty in pinks and we're going to put down in the bottom. And then we're going to take two of the small and we're going to put on the sides. So that is our card number 1. And then this is just going to open. And this is kind of like a fun fold. And then you can write your message. You can you can stamp a sentiment in there, however you choose. But that is card number 1. Okay. And now let's move on over to card number 2. We're going to do this one. This is using our Daffodil Delight. Again, the designer series paper out of Impression Blooms. Blooms Impression. I said that backwards. And it is a designer series paper out of Sale-A-Bration. Then I used the stylish dies to cut out the banner along with the circle from the stylish dies. I have, again, the Daffodil Delight base, basic white cardstock, and then our designer paper. All right, so because of the pattern on this paper, we are going to, it is made the same way, except I am going to fold this one differently, and it's going to open like this versus the other one was opening this way. So you can, it is very diversity. So just make sure when you go to cut your pattern paper that you have it going in the right direction accordingly. I must have got, where in the world did I get water at? My paper's wet. That's why it's tore. Sorry about that. All right. So just make sure you've got your paper going in the right direction when you go to cut. Otherwise, hopefully you can go with plan B like I did and just turn it around because I did not pay my pattern no attention when I went to cut it. All right, now we are ready. We're going to stamp our sentiment on. I used the pumpkin pie ink pad for this one. And I used, out of Day Celebrate, no I didn't, excuse me. This sentiment came out of, Simply Said stamp, and I used, Just a Note. This is in our, annual catalog. So the paper came out of Sale-A-Bration. This sentiment came out of our annual catalog, and it is called Simply Said. So I'm going to stamp put my stamp into my pumpkin pie, and then we're going to stamp this straight in the center. And it just says, just a note. Because sometimes you just need that quick, simple message to send someone. So now I'm going to put my adhesive on the back of my circle, and we're going to put it in the center of my banner. Now, we're ready to put the adhesive on the back, but because this is a flap open, remember to only put it on part of your design, because if you put it on the whole thing, it is not going to open and close. So there is that. And now it's going to open just like that. We have our basic white that we are going to put on the inside, so you can either stamp a sentiment or you can write a message. So there is that. Now we're ready for our embellishment for this one, and we're using the same embellishments, the 24, 26 dots. We're going to use the, these are the peach pie, but it is so close in here that I thought it matched very well, so we're using those. We're going to do 3. And there is card number 2. Okay. Now, let's move right on over to our third project, which is our little gift bag. You can put candy in here. You can do a spool of our ribbon. That will go directly in there, just like that. You can put any kind of little trinket down in there. If you wanted to give any of our supplies as a gift, there's several things that will go in there. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a pack of our embellished dimensionals. Yes, they'll go in there. It'll just be tight, but you could get, there we go. You can put a pack of our dimensionals down in there. Thank you, Vicki. So that is all kinds of ways that you can use this. So the label that we're using here is the Nested Essential Dies. I used the 2 different dies. I am using the Petunia Pop cardstock and then the designer paper out of the Sale-A-Bration Blossom Impression. All right, so let's do this. And remember, if you're on my email list, you are getting all the dimensionals. So if you're not on the email list, make sure you go out and click my email list to join my email. Also on Friday, if you're on my email list, you will be getting some surprises emailed to you that you don't want to miss. So now's the time to go grab that email link and join. All right, so we're going to cut these little tabs in the center so we can fold up our little bag. And then we're going to turn this and we're going to fold it at our score lines. Now you can do this before you cut the tabs, which would make it easier to score, or you could do it just like what I did, cut and then rub your bone folder across there. Away. All right. So then you're ready to fold up your bag, and it's going to be just like this. So I am going to use our Stamp and Seal Plus. Since this is a little bag, you need a little more hefty adhesive. You can use tape, tear and tape, any of those types of things. Now, we're going to put it on the outside here. And then we're going to put it on the outside of here. Remember, you only want to put the glue one time on each of those tabs. And then when you go to fold it up, you're going to put the tab on the inside, the tab on the inside, and then the tab that you put the adhesive on, you need to fold that and put that on the inside so you don't have sticky all over. And then you're going to just press it really good. You can also take your bone folder and rub it to give it that great connection there. All right. Then we're going to take our designer series paper and we're going to put it on each side of our paper. So we're going to do here and here, and then we're going to put it on each side of our box. Well, our soon-to-be bag, not box. Right now it's a box. And then you're going to just put your designer paper on each side. Okay. Now, I am using iridescent ribbon, which I would have liked a solid white, but I did not have any. So I am going to use the sheer. I'm going to take my tearing tape and I'm going to put on the outside edge of my designer paper. Okay, and you're going to do this on each side of the designer paper. This is going to be for your handle. So I'm going to give it that great press in there. And then we're going to go ahead and just pull off. Oh, come on. We're going to pull off the backing so you've got your tape on there. I'm going to start at the bottom with my ribbon. And then I am going to just lay it directly over the tearing tape. And that's going to hold my ribbon down. Now I need to take this side off. And even though I'm using the sheer, I do not feel the stickiness there at all. So you will be fine if you use the sheer ribbon. All right, so you're going to leave enough at the top so you have your handle. So however long you want your handle is how much you leave up at the top. There's no certain amount. And then once you get it where you want it, you just cut the bottom piece off. So there is one handle. All right, so now you're going to repeat that step. You're going to take your tearing tape and you're going to put it again on each side of your designer paper. All right, come on. All right. Give it that good press. And then you're going to peel off the tape piece. Come on. Giving it that good press on there because it's wanting to peel up. There we go. Now, again, same steps. You're going to start at the bottom with your ribbon. And you're going to just take it straight on up. Now, what I did for this is I kind of held my bag up so I could kind of make sure I was given the right amount on each handle so we don't have a lopsided bag here. So I just held it up, kind of measured my ribbon that way so I would have the handle piece there. So there is our little bag with our handle on it. Now we're ready to stamp our sentiment. So for this one, I am using the Petunia Pop ink pad. And I am using the sentiment, it's a good day to celebrate. And this is going back to the Day Celebrate stamp set. And I'm going to put that there. We're going to stamp it directly in the center of our tag. And then we have these little twirly celebration party things we're going to stick to the sides. And there is that. We're going to then take our bigger label And we're going to take our basic white label here, and we are going to put that on our outside piece, giving it that double layer. Okay, now we're going to take our embellishments, and we are going to use the big petunia pop, and we are going to use a little one. And because we used the little twirlies on the side, I'm only going to use 2 of the embellishments there. Now, with this, you can either glue it directly on, or, you know me, we've done 2 projects so far without using them. It is time to pull out our dimensionals. I am going to put my sentiment on with dimensionals, but you can just glue it directly onto your bag, or you can be a little special and use our dimensionals. Because, you know, I can't, excuse me, I can't go a whole live without doing dimensionals. It is something about dimensionals for me. All right, so there is our little bag. Cut that little bit off. So there is our bag. Oh, nice and cute. I can't decide what is my favorite. So why don't you do the voting? I'll let you do the voting. Which is your favorite? Make a comment and share your thoughts. All right, guys, that is it for this morning. Oh, you know what I did not do today? I did not start my video out like I always do. Gosh. Good morning. There we go. Coffee and a card. I forgot to put my banner out. Okay. Anyway, this is Coffee and a Card with Jennifer. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed our projects. And I will be back live on Sunday, March the 3rd at 8 p.m. Thanks, Vicki. I will be back on March the 3rd, but in between that, I will be popping in the rest of this week, sharing some last minute celebration things because we have 3 more days of our celebration booklet. Also, they have updated celebration online, so if you go out and click shop with me in this video, you can see new product besides what's just in the brochure. All right, guys, I will be back. Thank you so much.